Sorry folks. Something's wrong here. Well, welcome to the Order of the Dragons. And excuse my playing, but now and again my hand gives out. One of the unfortunate things of being an old codger. Right, now I want you to listen carefully to what I have to say. As I said before, Dark Raven was quite pleased with your progress. Soon as you got little subtleties wrong, but that's okay. You are doing fine. You have another meditation to complete. Now, Dark Raven 1 can't advance you until you have done this, and that's you are to attract a dragon to you, to feel the presence of the dragon, that the dragon will become your companion. May not be an elemental dragon. Possibly it could be a forest dragon or a mountain dragon. It could be a messenger dragon. And I suppose the forest dragons, they come under the term of the earth dragon. They're under the control of the earth dragon. But there are many, many different dragons. And one is attuned to you that can help you. You have to draw that dragon to you. You have to become close to it. It will be your dragon that will exist with you for the rest of your life. It'll never change. It'll always be with you. This is important. Now, what, excuse me, what I advise to do is get a little statue of a dragon and have it on your altar. I have a couple here actually, and I have one on my altar. So this would be the physical, in the physical realm, this would be a representation of your dragon, the one that's drawn to you. There are a lot of pseudo orders of the dragon, which I'm quite amused at really. There's even a martial arts Kung Fu society which call themselves the Orders of the Dragon, and the Black Dragon and the Fire Dragon, but they're martial arts, Kung Fu. Well, in a way this is physically identifying yourself with the dragon. Now I know none of you can become dragon riders, only the elders have achieved this. But you can acquire the eyes of the dragon. And this is strange. When you ask your dragon to link with his eyes. He can fly, he can go anywhere, and what he sees, you see, because you have tied yourself with that dragon. As soon as we get the reports in on on your last meditations, then we can take this a step further. Well, Dark Raven one. Well, I'm just a dummy. I'm the numbskull, the numpty. We're all trying. Now, when I did my meditation, it was a little different the way you did it. I found a big sinkhole in the ground. I went down the sinkhole into a long tunnel. And I followed this tunnel and made notes of the strange scouring in the walls that looked like claws and the bones on the floor, until I came into a huge cavern. On the right of the cavern there was the entrance, and I could see out to the hill. I could see hills in the distance and various fauna and plains. So I turned left. I went deeper into the cavern. As I entered deeper into the cavern, I saw this huge dragon. So I bowed to the dragon, and the dragon then bowed to me, telling me that he's accepted me. And I noticed the floor. Yeah, this little pile of gems. Now, I don't mean polished gems. I don't mean cut diamonds and cut rubies and things like that. They're just polished gems, like they've been tumbled. And he splits these, some of them he split with his mouth, and he spit them at the wall, and he caused this beautiful gems in the cavern. There are lots of little annexes to the caverns. There are lots of little rooms in this huge place. But he beckoned me to climb on board, to climb on his back, by hitting me up the rear with his nose, hoofing me up onto this strange looking saddle. It reminded me of a saddle they used for camels. It had a high front with like a rail, and the back was high. Then it had bits going down with like stirrups from a motorbike. So I climbed on that and put my feet on the stirrups and hung on for life. And there's a great whirring noise as he scuttered first up to the entrance, and this great whirring of these massive wings came into action as he launched himself into the air. Now, this is the only time that I've been allowed to climb behind a dragon rider, for he was not my particular dragon. I was a kind of a pillion to a dragon rider. The dragon rider, he smiled at me and said, "Hold on." And I did. Then we came back to the cavern after our little trip, and I was a bit wobbly at the knees at this stage, and climbed off and thanked the dragon rider for taking me out. I was then shown to another part, and they said, "You will go to another part." And I was taken to another cavern where there was another great dragon. He was my dragon. He nuzzled, he snorts a bit. No saddle on this one at all, or for a pillion. There was nothing like that on him. So I thought that was strange. I remember what Dark Raven once says, do not try and ride a dragon because they're like a wild stallion. They object. So again I bowed before him and he bowed before me, acknowledging me, and then nuzzled. And it was like I belonged. This was my dragon. There are many dragons, but this one was mine. And that's how it went. So now you have a little bit of what my meditations were like. The Dragon Rider I knew very well. And I didn't expect he would allow me to ride with him. Well, that's my story. Adrian keeps glancing up at the...
You do fine eyes. I'll tell you in 40 minutes of that.
So, this is what you must do. You must learn and define your dragon. Your dragon will be drawn to you. You don't choose the dragon. They're very independent. You must not show meekness, nor must you show bravado. You don't order dragons around. You'll get nowhere doing that. You must show great respect of these denizens of the skies. And so we have learned what wondrous creatures these are. There are so many. I don't advise you to choose to get a dragon of the elements. He can be very temperamental. Like the fire dragon, he can get very cross. But you will get crossbreeds. Like he might have colouring, say red colouring on his chest. That means he's half fire dragon, or he's connected to fire dragons. Or he might have blue, he's connected to a water dragon. He might have white, spirit dragon, and so on and so forth. But they are not they're a mixture. I strongly advise you to read the history of the dragons and learn more about them. They are very powerful beings and they can help you in healing, they can help you in decision making, they can help you in changing your complete course of life.
14 minutes have passed.
Okay, so that's it folks from me, Dark Raven 1 and Little Buffalo. We have had a lot of enjoyment bringing this to you. As I said, the timing was right. And I'd rather have a few dedicated ones than a load of numpkies that don't do anything. We need dedication. Enjoy what else Dark Raven will bring you, for you're going to need a lot of practice and a lot of work. Days on. I'm Shanti. By the way, Days on is Cornish and it's a farewell and also a greeting. So, Days on. I'm Shanti. Namaste.